We all know that age brings many changes to our bodies, but one of the most concerning is the gradual loss of strength in our legs. It's not because we've suddenly become less active, but because our muscles and bones are quietly losing the solid foundation they once had. This makes standing up, walking, or climbing even a few steps more challenging. Yet there's a nutritional factor many people overlook that plays a surprisingly big role in keeping our leg muscles strong, especially after 60. It's fiber, and not just the eat more fruits and vegetables kind of advice we've always heard, but a more purposeful method called Fibremaxxing. In today's video, we're going to explore how Fibremaxxing can help protect and restore leg muscle strength, why it works far better than simply eating more fiber, and how we can apply it safely and effectively at our age. We'll cover clear, easy-to-understand science, relatable examples, and important tips to make sure the benefits don't turn into problems. If you truly want your legs to stay steady and your muscles to resist shrinking with time, stay with us until the end of this video. We'll go through the most effective fiber-rich foods for older adults, how to combine them in meals, and, most importantly, how to start Fibremaxxing without running into side effects. Don't forget to like this video, share it with loved ones who also care about muscle health, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. 1. What is Fibremaxxing? When we talk about increasing fiber, most people think of eating more vegetables and drinking more water to avoid constipation. But Fibremaxxing is a completely different approach. It's a dietary strategy designed to optimize both the quantity and the quality of fiber so we can get the full range of health benefits, including stronger leg muscles. Leg strength is critical for maintaining mobility, balance, and preventing falls as we grow older. The key to Fibremaxxing is variety. Instead of relying on just one source, it combines both soluble and insoluble fiber. Soluble fiber, found in foods like oats, bananas, and lentils, mixes with digestive fluids to form a soft gel that slows the absorption of sugars and fats. This helps keep blood sugar stable and reduces strain on the circulatory system. Insoluble fiber, found in leafy greens and whole seeds, acts like a natural brush for the intestines, helping food and waste move along. Reducing constipation, a common problem that can sap energy and limit activity in older adults. Looking deeper. When soluble fiber is fermented in the large intestine, beneficial bacteria produce short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs like butyrate, propionate, and acetate. These SCFAs not only feed the gut lining, but also send anti-inflammatory signals throughout the body. This is especially important because low-grade chronic inflammation common in older adults is a major reason muscle mass declines and regeneration slows. By reducing this inflammation, muscle fibers are better able to maintain their structure, size, and strength beyond fighting inflammation. Fibremaxxing influences hormone balance. Fiber affects the production of GLP-1 and peptide YY, two hormones that help control appetite, support healthy weight loss, and maintain an ideal muscle-to-fat ratio. A body with less excess fat and more lean muscle naturally moves more easily, especially in the legs that bear our weight. Another benefit that often goes unnoticed is better blood sugar control. Fluctuating blood sugar throughout the day can damage the tiny blood vessels and nerves that supply the muscles. When Fibremaxxing helps keep blood sugar steady, blood and oxygen flow to the leg muscles stays consistent and efficient, allowing them to work smoothly, resist fatigue, and improve endurance for walking, climbing stairs, or standing for long periods. What's also interesting is that by following Fibremaxxing, we don't just get the benefits of fiber. We also bring along a whole team of valuable micronutrients: magnesium from chia seeds, potassium from bananas, folate from lentils, Vitamin K from leafy greens, all of these play essential roles in helping muscles contract and relax smoothly, preventing cramps, and speeding recovery after activity. However, suddenly increasing fiber too quickly isn't a good idea. If the digestive system isn't used to it, a big jump in fiber can cause bloating, stomach discomfort, and over time, even reduce absorption of certain minerals like zinc and iron. The safe approach is to increase fiber gradually week by week. Drink enough water and spread fiber sources across different types of foods. This way, Fibremaxxing becomes a sustainable strategy that avoids side effects while giving maximum benefits for leg health. 2. Bananas in the Fibremaxxing strategy. Bananas are one of the most familiar fruits in our daily lives. Yet from the perspective of Fibremaxxing, this simple fruit has a nutritional profile that's remarkably valuable for leg strength and recovery. What makes bananas special is that they not only provide high-quality fiber, but also supply a combination of essential minerals for muscle function, especially potassium and magnesium. The fiber in bananas includes both soluble and insoluble types. The soluble portion, mainly pectin, works like a soft gel inside the intestines, slowing the absorption of carbohydrates, keeping blood sugar steady, and reducing stress on the tiny blood vessels that feed the muscles. For older adults, this is especially important because blood sugar swings can reduce how effectively oxygen and nutrients are delivered to muscle fibers, leading to fatigue and lower endurance. Equally important is the banana's generous supply of potassium. Potassium acts like the body's electrical regulator for muscles, helping maintain the balance of electrolytes inside and outside the cells. When potassium levels are steady, nerve signals to the muscles are more accurate, allowing smooth contraction and relaxation while reducing the risk of cramps, a problem that becomes more common after 60. Potassium also helps lower blood pressure gently and supports healthy circulation to the leg muscles, which promotes faster recovery after activity. Bananas are also a natural source of magnesium, a mineral involved in more than 300 biochemical reactions, including protein synthesis and energy production for muscles. Magnesium helps muscles relax, prevents unwanted spasms, and supports deep sleep, a key factor for overnight muscle regeneration. The combination of potassium and magnesium in bananas forms a true recovery duo for leg muscles, especially when eaten in the evening along with tryptophan-rich foods to boost serotonin and melatonin production. If ripe bananas are stored in cool conditions, they also contain a small amount of resistant starch. This is a special type of carbohydrate that gut bacteria ferment into short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs, like butyrate, which help reduce inflammation and protect muscle cells. For older adults, lowering chronic inflammation is critical to maintaining muscle mass and physical strength. That said, bananas are not a magic cure, and more is not always better. For those with high blood sugar, eating very ripe bananas too close to bedtime can cause a temporary spike in glucose. Choosing a moderately ripe banana and pairing it with a light protein source like plain Greek yogurt or a few almonds can help slow sugar absorption and improve recovery benefits. In the Fibremaxxing strategy, bananas are not just a convenient snack. They are a key link connecting the benefits of fiber, electrolytes, and sleep-supportive nutrients, all working. 3. Oats in the Fibremaxxing strategy. Within the Fibremaxxing approach, oats stand out as a true champion of soluble fiber, particularly beta-glucan, along with a range of nutrients that directly support muscle health and cardiovascular function. For older adults, oats are not just a healthy breakfast. They are a strategic tool for maintaining leg strength, improving circulation, and controlling risk factors like cholesterol and chronic inflammation. Beta-glucan in oats forms a thick, gel-like substance in the digestive tract, slowing the absorption of sugars and fats. This helps stabilize blood sugar and reduces post-meal spikes. Important because large fluctuations can damage the tiny blood vessels that feed muscles. When the blood supply to the leg muscles remains clear and steady, the fibers receive enough oxygen and nutrients to maintain strength and recover more quickly after activity. Oats also provide a relatively high amount of plant-based protein compared to other grains. A serving of oats contains about 1115% protein, including essential amino acids like leucine, which is key for triggering muscle protein synthesis. This is especially important after 60, when our body's ability to build muscle naturally declines, making it easier for muscle mass to shrink. An often overlooked benefit is that oats contain avenanthramides, unique antioxidant compounds found almost exclusively in oats. Research suggests that avenanthramides help reduce inflammation and improve blood vessel flexibility, enhancing blood flow to the leg muscles. When paired with light exercise, this can help reduce feelings of heaviness or soreness after walking or standing for long periods. For gut health, beta-glucan is an ideal food source for beneficial bacteria, encouraging them to produce SCFAs like butyrate. These compounds not only nourish intestinal cells, but also regulate immune function and reduce systemic inflammation. Lower chronic inflammation means less muscle breakdown and better preservation of muscle mass over time. To maximize these benefits, preparation matters. Whole oat groats or thick-rolled oats retain more fiber and nutrients than instant varieties that have been heavily processed. Pairing oats with a protein source like milk, Greek yogurt, or a small handful of nuts creates a balanced meal that's rich in fiber and delivers the amino acids needed for muscle repair. In the bigger picture of fibremaxxing, oats are more than a sustainable fiber source. They are a foundation for maintaining leg strength through a combination of mechanisms stabilizing blood sugar, improving circulation, reducing inflammation, supporting protein synthesis, and nurturing the gut microbiome. When combined thoughtfully with other fiber-rich foods, oats bring us closer to the goal of keeping our legs steady, strong, and resilient with age. 4. Lentils in the fibremaxxing strategy. If oats form the foundation, then lentils are the powerful auxiliary engine in the fibremaxxing strategy. This humble legume contains both soluble and insoluble fiber, paired with a generous amount of plant-based protein, creating a synergy that protects and strengthens muscles, especially the leg muscles, in older adults. On the fiber side, lentils offer a substantial amount of soluble fiber, which helps regulate cholesterol and blood sugar while nourishing the gut microbiome. The gel formed by soluble fiber slows digestion, allowing nutrients to be absorbed more steadily and reducing blood sugar surges after meals. At the same time, insoluble fiber in lentils supports healthy bowel movement and keeps the gut environment clean, indirectly lowering chronic inflammation, a major contributor to muscle breakdown over time. Another standout feature of lentils is their protein content, roughly 18 to 20 grams per 100 grams dry weight. Including essential amino acids such as lysine and leucine, lysine plays a role in collagen synthesis, helping tendons and ligaments stay strong to stabilize the knees and ankles. Leucine directly activates the mTOR pathway, the key metabolic signal for building and preserving muscle mass. This makes lentils particularly suitable for people over 60, when the body needs stronger signals to trigger protein synthesis and counter muscle loss. Lentils also deliver a significant amount of minerals such as iron, magnesium, zinc, and potassium. Iron helps maintain hemoglobin levels to carry oxygen to the muscles. Magnesium and potassium work together to regulate muscle contraction and relaxation, preventing cramps and easing the feeling of heavy legs during activity. When muscles receive enough oxygen and minerals, endurance and recovery improve noticeably. In terms of anti-inflammatory benefits, lentils contain polyphenols such as procyanidins and flavonols, which have been shown to reduce oxidative stress in muscle and blood vessel tissue. This not only protects muscle fibers, but also improves vascular elasticity, optimizing blood flow to the legs. For older adults who often face circulation issues, this is a valuable advantage. In everyday meals, lentils are highly versatile. They can be made into soups, stews, salads, or blended as a base for other dishes. When paired with whole grains like brown rice or oats, they provide a complete amino acid profile close to that of animal protein, making the meal nutritionally well-rounded. Adding lentils to a Fibremaxxing plan means you're not just increasing high-quality fiber intake, you're also nourishing your muscles and blood vessels at the same time. This is a strategic step for long-term leg strength, especially when combined with other fiber-rich foods like bananas, oats, and leafy greens. 5. Chia seeds in the Fibremaxxing strategy. When it comes to fiber-rich foods, chia seeds are almost a perfect candidate for the Fibremaxxing strategy. Just 2 tablespoons, about 28 grams, provide over 10 grams of fiber, nearly 1/3 of the daily recommended intake. Most of this fiber is soluble, and when it meets water, it forms a thick, gel-like coating around each seed. This gel slows digestion, helping to maintain stable blood sugar levels and prevent sharp spikes that can damage blood vessel walls and indirectly drive chronic inflammation. From a muscle protection perspective, chia seeds go beyond fiber by delivering plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, mainly in the form of alpha-linolenic acid. Omega-3s have been widely documented for their ability to reduce inflammatory responses in muscle tissue after activity and to support healthy circulation. When inflammation is reduced and blood flow improves, leg muscle fibers receive a steady supply of oxygen and nutrients, helping them maintain strength and recover more quickly. For those over 60, whose muscle recovery tends to slow, this is a significant benefit. Chia seeds also provide about 4 to 5 grams of protein per 28 grams serving, along with a range of muscle-supporting minerals such as magnesium, calcium, and potassium. Magnesium helps regulate muscle contraction and relaxation. Calcium is essential for nerve signaling to the muscles, and potassium helps maintain electrolyte balance, a key factor in preventing cramps. The calcium in chia seeds is highly bioavailable, supporting bone density and keeping the knees and hips strong enough to support muscle function. Their impact on gut health is also part of the story. Thanks to their gel-like texture, chia seeds create an environment that encourages the growth of beneficial gut bacteria. A healthy gut microbiome doesn't just improve digestion and nutrient absorption, it also helps reduce systemic inflammation, which can accelerate muscle loss with age. In practice, chia seeds can be soaked in water or milk to make pudding, sprinkled over oatmeal or salads, or blended into smoothies. One important note: chia seeds absorb a lot of water, so it's important to drink enough fluids when eating them to avoid difficulty swallowing or digesting. Incorporating chia seeds into a Fibremaxxing plan boosts high-quality fiber intake, improves gut health, reduces inflammation, and supports muscle recovery. Combined with other fiber sources like bananas, oats, lentils, and leafy greens, chia seeds help create a strong nutritional foundation for long-term leg protection. 6. Leafy greens in the Fibremaxxing strategy. When we talk about Fibremaxxing, leafy greens are among the most essential ingredients because they are not only rich in fiber, but also deliver special bioactive compounds that directly benefit the health of muscles and blood vessels in the legs. Vegetables like spinach, kale, romaine lettuce, bok choy, and mustard greens provide a balanced mix of soluble and insoluble fiber. This combination helps the digestive system work smoothly while supporting a healthy gut microbiome, a factor closely linked in many studies to improved protein absorption and more effective muscle synthesis in older adults. Another standout feature is vitamin K. particularly the K1 form found abundantly in dark leafy greens. Vitamin K helps regulate bone mineralization, keeping bones strong and creating a stable foundation for leg muscles to exert their full strength. For people over 60, bone loss and muscle loss often occur together. So getting vitamin K from leafy greens offers a safe, natural way to address both. In addition, vitamin K plays a role in healthy blood clotting, supporting circulation, and reducing the risk of abnormal clot formation. Leafy greens are also well known for their natural nitrate content. In the body, nitrate is converted into nitric oxide, a signaling molecule that relaxes blood vessels, increasing blood flow to leg muscles during movement or recovery. Better circulation means muscles receive more oxygen and nutrients, which reduces fatigue, improves endurance, and speeds up muscle fiber repair. This mechanism is especially helpful for sustaining activities like walking, climbing stairs, or light exercise without tiring or cramping too soon. Alongside these key nutrients, leafy greens are rich in magnesium, potassium, and small amounts of calcium, all of which help maintain electrolyte balance and nerve signaling to muscles. This is the basis for smooth, coordinated muscle contractions, preventing stiffness or cramps, common issues for older adults during physical activity. An often overlooked benefit is the strong antioxidant capacity from carotenoids such as lutein and zeaxanthin in dark, leafy greens. These compounds reduce the damage caused by free radicals, protecting muscle cell membranes and connective tissue, which in turn slows the age-related decline in muscle function. To include leafy greens in a Fibremaxxing plan, we can start with small amounts each day and rotate different types to keep meals interesting. They can be eaten raw in salads, lightly steamed to retain nutrients, or blended with fruit for green smoothies. However, for those taking blood-thinning medications, it's important to increase vitamin K intake gradually and under a doctor's guidance to ensure safety. When leafy greens are combined with other Fibremaxxing staples like chia seeds, lentils, oats, and bananas, we get a synergistic effect: better digestion, improved circulation, faster muscle recovery, and stronger legs for the long run. Caution and safe Fibremaxxing guidelines. While Fibremaxxing offers many benefits for leg strength and overall muscle health, especially in adults over 60, it's important to remember that more fiber is not always better. The digestive system needs time to adjust to higher fiber levels. If we suddenly double or triple our usual intake, we can easily experience bloating, gas, or loose stools. This happens because the gut microbiome needs time to adapt, and the bacteria that break down fiber produce more gas in the early stages. In some cases, too much fiber can also reduce the absorption of important minerals like iron, zinc, and calcium. This is due to compounds like phytates and oxalates in certain plant foods that can bind to minerals, making them harder to absorb. If this continues without a balanced diet, we could face micronutrient deficiencies that indirectly affect muscle strength and bone density. Water intake is another key factor. Fiber, especially soluble fiber, absorbs a lot of water in the digestive tract. Without enough fluids, fiber can make stools harder and cause constipation or abdominal discomfort, the opposite of what we want for better health. That's why the principle "drink enough" should always go hand in hand with "eat enough fiber." The safest approach is to talk with a healthcare professional to determine the right fiber amount for your needs, and then increase it gradually. Start by adding one high-fiber food to a single meal each day for a week. Then move up to 2 or 3 meals. Make sure your fiber comes from a variety of sources: whole grains, legumes, seeds, vegetables, and fruit, to get a full range of fiber types and companion nutrients. When done correctly, Fibremaxxing not only improves leg strength and endurance, but also helps lower the risk of chronic diseases, supports overall quality of life, and maintains long-term independence in daily activities. The most important factors are patience and gradual adjustment. so the body gets maximum nourishment without strain. We've now explored the concept of fibremaxxing in depth, along with why it's such a simple yet powerful nutrition strategy to protect and strengthen the legs after 60. We've also looked at the types of foods you can include, and why sudden increases in fiber aren't always a good thing. The key takeaway is that fiber is not only good for digestion, it plays an indirect but crucial role in maintaining muscle strength and mobility as we age. Combined with a balanced diet and a healthy lifestyle, fibremaxxing can become a lasting habit that protects your legs from weakness and helps keep you independent and confident in your daily activities. That's why, starting today, we can make small changes like adding a bowl of oatmeal to breakfast, a portion of lentils for lunch, or sprinkling chia seeds into yogurt. Each small step builds toward long-term health benefits. And we should always listen to our bodies and adjust our fiber intake to match our lifestyle and health status. If you found this video helpful, share it so more people can learn how to care for their legs and overall health through a simple strategy like fibremaxxing. You can also leave a comment about your experience with a high-fiber diet or ask questions so we can discuss them in future videos. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our latest content designed to keep you healthy, active, and enjoying life at every age.